I'm gonna be beating one of the hardest Fnaf fan games, the glitched attraction. Oh, that's pretty easy. I've beaten many games on so-called hard mode. Surely this is not gonna be too hard. Right. The game begins with me getting a notification from a person named Kyle E. He's begging me to come to the new Fazbear attraction. Nah, I don't think I will. You know what? Maybe I should.
Hello user.
Hi.
Welcome to the renewed and redesigned Fazbear.
Hold on. I gotta adjust my mouse sensitivity. The clanker doesn't give me much of an explanation to why this place opened. But luckily Please ask the viewers again. Well, alright then. Go, my community! Write my script! It was to cure depression, to save the animatronics from the people, because the owners were drunk. It was Mappet and Shemaine? Okay, there's too many of these. I'll just try and sprinkle them throughout the video. Of course, the attraction wants money and my stuff to appease William. Oh god, the tipping culture found me! Let me out! This attraction's already scary. The management knew this. So in the next room, we can see Freddy and his friends performing on stage, because they didn't want to be unemployed. Also, why does Bonnie have extra teeth? I don't think that's for singing. Foxy gave me a flashlight and told me to crawl into the vents to go to the next area. This is because the glitch attraction was made by Glamrock Freddy because he wanted Gregory to feel like at home. The vent led me to the bedroom. I didn't know GFC was in this game. Let's start. This is fine. Over time, the balloon boys will start to wake up and I must put them back to sleep with my flashlight. You may be wondering why shining a light in their face makes them go back to sleep. This is because the balloon boys are from a parallel universe where people sleep with lights pointed at their face. This place also acts as a homeless shelter. In order to escape this room, I must find 2 keys to unlock a Fnaf 4 box. This will give me a puzzle piece, which I then must use to solve this puzzle. Nope, it's not school time yet. Well, this is a positive start. Unfortunately, BBs aren't the only ones trying to touch me. There's also this big guy. He's a fan of the Joy of Creation story mode and works exactly like Ignited Freddy. There's also Midget Freddys. They're called that because the owners think that kids don't exist. Their presence makes me realize that most people haven't subscribed yet. This fact will slowly drain my sanity until I either die or flash them away. Stop touching me! Oh yeah, there's also a clock here. If I take too long, Nightmare Bonnie will spawn and kill me. This is because I threatened him in the last video. He would then go on to become a big boy and enact revenge. I don't want hugs! That's not what I meant. Now, if you know anything about this level, you might have noticed that I forgot someone. Nightmarian, who usually comes out of that hole in the wall. Well, in this mod, they've been removed. Sure, it makes the level easier, but the thing is, there's an achievement called Headache, which is obtained by dying to every animatronic. Since Nightmarian has been removed, this achievement became impossible to obtain, meaning I can't 100% the game. Damn you, developers! Now this video will get less views. Back to sleep! Play the puzzle like your life depends on it. Yes! With top puzzle now solved, I get a checkpoint. Behind it is a code to the safe. Oh, looks like someone is watching me. I get that feeling. Inside the safe is a hammer, which I use to tear down these planks. Here we go! Wait, hold on. I gotta adjust my mouse sensitivity. Next time I will pull the trigger. Before I go into this level, I have to adjust my mouse sense. I was reading comments from my community until I saw this. Do you see this? Aren't your eyes filled with horror? Shemaine is gaining allies. In order to fight back, make sure to subscribe so we can prepare for the war that's inevitably coming. I'm now in a room that's darker than Shadow Bonnie. I'm not racist. I have black friends. You saw nothing. I'm just a hallucination. In order to progress, I need to find the 6-digit code scattered throughout this room. Aside from Toy Chica, there's also other characters like Balloon Boy and Mango. If you're wondering where the rest of the toys are, they're out in public committing crimes and having interviews with MatPat. In this mod, Toy Chica downed a bunch of energy drinks and now moves faster. There's also a bunch of cupcakes and mangoes. This is because in this universe, they can reproduce. Don't ask questions. I can recreate the 1980s bullying method by hiding in a locker. This allows me to hide from the animatronics and Shemaine.
Where are you hiding, moron?
That's kinda ironic coming from you. Here we go. I will not accept this slander. Ha! Too slow! I now have a checkpoint, and after flipping on the 4 switches, the power turns on, and Withered Freddy joins the party. The reason he is in a music box is because of William's design choices.
Hi.
Ah, so you're the one leaving those comments. In order to achieve freedom, I must now find these gears and put them into this contraption. Oh, come on! This is fine. Until now, I was an atheist, but now I'm convinced God exists. I'm just gonna drop the gears here until I have them all. The last gear. Oh, fuck. We are so back. It's time to say goodbye. The toys have been scrapped, and now it's time for Halloween. Wait, no, that was a month ago. So I loaded up Cookie Clicker and changed the season back to Halloween because I was God this whole time. In Cookie Clicker, I don't know what else to write here, so I'll just... I'm back, and older than ever. I'm now a fully developed adult who still can consume alcohol in the US. But I don't live there, so it's fine. Also, thank you for the birthday wishes and happy birthday, Richie. From now on, Richie will be used as a term for anyone who slacks off at work. Alright, JFC, how about you stop being a Richie and add snow textures to Killer on Christmas 2? Yes, Killer in Purple 2 gets a Christmas theme in December. I'm now in the Fnaf free office with doors. I can interact with the screens on the desk to monitor where these foul creatures are located. Fantastic. Springtrap is already in the vent, and I must turn off the power and hide under the desk. No one's here. This is a voice in your head telling you to skedaddle. We are back in business. Not, because Dreadbear is now on his way. He's mad because I didn't see him in Park of Horror, so he made sure to appear in this game so I can't miss him. He's coming from the right, so I also have to hide under the same side of the desk. While he was looking around, I screamed out Shemaine's comment. This simple word filled him with so much horror he ran away. Sometimes Springtrap will also try to enter the office the same way Dreadbear does, and I must close the door. The reason why I don't do the same for Dreadbear is because he possesses Turbo Fredbear's strength and can therefore break doors. Also, this guy is here. As long as I don't look at him, it's fine. I don't think he appreciated my comment. When the game starts, a code will appear in a random spot in the office, and I must take that code to the system manager. I then have to adjust my mouse, press verify button to get a coin, which I then use to activate this arcade machine. And my god, does Freddy move slower than my video production. Oh yeah, this is an older version, which means I have to interact with the characters before bringing them their items. Alright, I didn't want to do this, but do you remember the wine from the last video? Well, I got it from a Russian feller who showed up at my doorstep. He asked me if he can set up a black market in my basement, and like every normal person, I said yes, and he gave me wine as a form of payment. After downing the full bottle, I realized my skill at dodging animatronics has increased, and with that knowledge, it's time to go to the basement nation. Hello?
Welcome, comrade. My name is Vodkov. What can I do for you?
I want whatever was in that wine.
Great. And you like this.
Magic vodka?
It gives you special effects based on what the soul desires.
How much for it?
Consider it as rent paying.
Alright, guess I'll skedaddle then.
See you around, comrade.
Alright, this should give me the same effects I got in the last video. I feel it, the power! I'm ready! I play the game like there is no tomorrow! I can hear them every time they move, and when I do, I go back to the monitors. Oh yeah, Phantom Chica is in this mod. I'm closer than ever, just a few more items to go. I got one of the 2 keys. I forgot to interact with the final character! Fuck! Gotta just go! Yes! I achieved the checkpoint. Yeah, quit yapping and give me the code. That was close. I used the code from the arcade machine to unlock a chest and obtain a key, which I then used to open a vent door. Bye bye, mofos! But just as I was leaving, Springtrap appeared behind me and tried to touch me. But I managed to behead him before he could. That's not Springtrap. With that section done, it's now time for the most horrifying and mind-numbing room in this entire mod. The last room took me about 30 minutes. This one took an entire day. In order to beat the room, I have to fully build baby, which is pretty hard when there's multiple Balloras, Pastor Foxy, and the most horrifying of them all, Funtime Freddy, who's one of the main reasons this room is complete hell. Wow, he's already here. Well, guess what, buddy? I'm going out on my own terms. First, I gotta find and plug in the CPU, which gives me the ability to order and connect the limbs. In order to connect the limbs, I must beat various minigames, starting with the most horrific one, the head. Here, I must memorize the numbers and then type them here. First one is super easy. Second one is easy, and the final one is absolutely horrific. This last code has 6 digits, which is too much for my brain to handle. Under 7 seconds. What the fuck? I knew what I had to do. I adjusted I drank more of my magic vodka. It's time to win! The head has been connected. I then finished this sophisticated puzzle, and at last the arm has been connected. You can see just how excited I was to reach this point. Second arm has been connected. Only the legs remain. Can't you see I'm trying to help your friend? Unless she's not their friend. So close. It took me 10 hours to reach this point, and in the clutches of victory, you can hear my live reaction. Every failure makes me stronger. It's fine. Oh, the arm's wrong. Guess I'll die. Please, Freddy, I'll give you half of this video's revenue. It's time to end this. Here it is, my live reaction.
Scope mode has been initiated. All the animatronics have been activated for easier transport. Please, leave the room going through the right.
Oh, by the way, I lied! You'll never take my revenue! Before leaving, I made sure to press the red button. This allowed me to open this door. Inside was a newspaper about a woman wearing a strange costume who stole an old man's corpse. This is not my concern, so I ran into the elevator, but thanks to the little shits, it crashed. That sounds fine. Also, who builds maze-like vents? Oh god, it's a spaghetti monster! Oh, that's just entered. I now get a new flashlight, because the last one was broken by not Springtrap. I have to use it to power on a solar panel to open the door, because apparently that works. It's him, and he's fast! You may be wondering how that's possible. Well, remember Turbo Fredbear? He and Ennard were brothers. They both had the same dream of becoming athletes. But since their father refused, Fredbear committed the bite of 83. There. You're welcome. But before Fredbear was decommissioned, he shifted his blame to Ennard. This caused him to be dissected, and his pieces were used to make the FunTimes, and it would remain that way until now. Considering I saved him, I don't get why he's trying to kill me. Maybe Fredbear was onto something. Eat my pallet! Yeah, bitch! I found a crowbar, which I used to pry open John's drawer and obtain his ID card. This allowed me to open this door and turn on the generator. Yes, I did this second try. Trust me. I now have to place correct fuses into these sockets. Not my pallet, you monster! Oh yeah, did I mention this version sometimes spawns duplicate fuses? This means one of them is wrong. Every death makes me stronger, and so does adjust our spawn camping now, eh? After many deaths, this happened. What? What the fuck was that? Alright, it's time to get out of here. Done. Shit! Pallet attack! Never gonna find me now. This is how I'm gonna check for fuses now. It's fine. 1, 2. Wait, where's the last one? Oh, that one wasn't a duplicate. I just misplaced it. With 2 monitors completed, it's time for the final one. All I have to do is not get spotted. This is making me shit. Oh, it's fine. I made it. I now have to make sure I don't mess up. I carefully organize the fuses, and with that, it's done. I can hear the door opening nearby. What the hell? Go! I managed to escape the clutches of Turbo Ennard, and I'm now faced with the final level. Before I go into the back alley and commit multiple felonies, comment down below which one of these two is more powerful. Let's go! Initiate the Markiplier strategy. Eat your pizza! Peanut Man is up, and I must deactivate the Circus repellent, close the door, and play some relaxing music. This music is better than my old channel. Eat! Get back, you foul creature! I could make up even more BS stories, but if I don't get the video out this week, Shemaine and their allies will behead me. So I'm gonna speedrun this. They're multiplying! There we go. I now have to look around for some pages to unlock this alarm clock looking puzzle. This will give me the key to unlock this door, and I achieve a checkpoint by grabbing the coin. I then have to trade this coin for an ad page, and under Helpy's judgment, I have to reconstruct it. Calm down! Even my character's stressing out. Your existence is a crime! The final touch. Done! While Helpy's judging my creation, I made sure no one sneaks through. I got the bolt cutters, and I'm out of stamina! Tear it down! Does this guy not have adrenaline? At last, I did it. I have pushed through the horrors of this mod and made it to the end. I found myself in a bunker, and after checking her search history, Vanny captured me. She's about to kill me, but Peepaw wants to be the one to touch me. After getting some fentanyl into his system, he does just that. I'm now in the flashback, where Turbo Fredbear committed his heinous crimes. Oh yeah, these guys are also here. They're paid actors. Man, GFC had some rough years after escaping that prison. Before we reach the ultimate conclusion, remember those buttons? They're hidden inside levels 1, 2, and 4. Pressing them will reveal some secret lore at the end of said level. First one is about this attraction. Second one is about missing person named Albert. Final one is about Vanny stealing William's corpse for burn trap. In the Lost Media level, we can find a purple key, which we can use to open a secret door next to the generators. This is where Vanny operates on her victims, as seen on the secret page. We can also find 2 meeting notes, basically describing Vanny or Vanessa's character. Here we can also see that the Mega Pizzaplex was apparently cancelled, and Vanny, after establishing her relationship with Burntrap, contacted Fazbear Entertainment to acquire this attraction. And as seen on the whiteboards, it would be used to lure unsuspecting victims to obtain Remnant. Remnant is used for endos, so they can replace the victim's life, which is exactly what happens at the end of the game. We are killed and replaced, and as seen in the end credits, the cycle is about to repeat. Also, I never want to play this shit again.